Welcome to the demonstration video of the PRINCE framework. PRINCE is the training and certification framework on cybersecurity awareness, developed in the context of Work Package 6 of the ELECTRON project. To begin the demonstration of our scenario, let's access the URL link of the PRINCE portal. Initially, an Energy Power and Energy System employee registers for an account in the portal by providing some essential information. Then, with the registered credentials, the user logs into the platform and depending on their role, for example Security Administrator, they enroll in the respective course. Following the example of the Cybersecurity Awareness for Security Administrators course, the trainee is called to complete 4 topics corresponding to threats on phishing, denial of service, spoofing, and unauthorized activities, with interactive theoretical and practical material. Then, the trainee can proceed by practicing their gained knowledge through the section of cyber exercises and complete the course with the respective certification exam. At the beginning of the course, the trainees can find some introductory information on the course's scope, as well as a study guide, instructions on how to use the AR Tutor, KROX, and Process AR tools, an announcements discussions board, and a chat room for real-time conversations. Let's go through the phishing course, as the first indicative example for the functionality of the PRINCE portal. Through the specific course, trainees will learn how to detect, prevent, and respond to different types of phishing attacks. First step of the training experience is a thorough presentation, enhanced with narration features and powered by the AR Tutor tool. Starting with the phishing presentation, the trainee can utilize the AR Tutor mobile application to scan the presentation's QR code, download different types of augmentations that will support their learning experience, and display them by pointing their camera to the signified positions of the slides. Throughout the presentation, there are available URL link augmentations redirecting the trainee to pop quizzes within the application's environment in order to test their understanding of the theoretical knowledge acquired on the previous slides. The trainee can fully interact with all of the presentation's augmentations through simple finger gestures. Specifically, pinching to zoom in or zoom out, tapping to play or pause videos and audio files, and sliding for rotations.
Ensuring a safer digital environment.
Sandboxing is a security technique that isolates programs or processes from each other and the underlying system.
Once the presentation is completed, the trainee can access additional material on related lecture notes, suggested further reading, and a self-assessment questionnaire on phishing. Next step in the trainee's learning experience is the utilization of the Process AR tool. For the respective example, we will move to the Denial of Service module, where trainees will acquire knowledge on different types of DOS attacks, their concepts and anatomy, as well as protective measures. Through the respective exercises, the users are asked to identify data from servers in augmented reality panels. First, they have to calibrate the environment to interact with QR codes, and to load the panels, they should click on the QR button and focus the camera on them. The particular example prints logs from the console and depicts a list of active connections interacting with the server. Specifically, the objective is to identify which machine receives a DOS attack. Each machine must have its own QR code linked. As we can see, the second machine shows symptoms of having a SYN flood DOS attack. AR panels can show quick information and use it simultaneously. Let's move on to a VR-based exercise on the KROX tool. For the specific exercise, the trainee wears a VR headset in order to interact with the virtual environment. By wearing the helmet and holding the controllers, the trainee can look around and interact with the icons that are presented in front of them. The respective icons provide valuable information that will assist trainees in solving the provided question. If the answer is correct, a new stage begins that may take place in a different location of the virtual environment. Overall, the main purpose of the KROX tool is to place users in a training environment that simulates real-life situations with gamified principles that will further enhance their learning experience. If the trainee fails to answer the question correctly, a notification sound is played to signal them to proceed for another attempt. Once the trainee completes the different learning modules, they can proceed to the Cybersecurity Exercises section to practice their acquired knowledge. When the trainee enters an exercise, an avatar is displayed on their screen, explaining the upcoming challenge that they need to resolve. Also, the avatar is integrated with AR capabilities, making it possible for the trainee to display it through their mobile device.
Identify this information flow and determine which APN-MAC pair corresponds to the scanner.
Then the trainee can proceed to the Cyber Range platform for the resolution of exercises while utilizing two different tools. The first one is the Root the Box tool, which requires the trainee's registration and logging in. This tool contains a set of exercises called missions, with each mission having a thorough description of its context and objectives, and a set of questions called flags, with included hints on questions of high difficulty. To answer a flag, the trainee registers their answer through the Submit button, with a system notification of whether they answered correctly or not. To answer a question correctly, the trainee must access a second tool, the dashboard, which receives real-time network traffic from the Technalia substation, presented in a graphical and organized manner, and allows the trainee to filter the data in order to answer the questions. In addition, trainees can monitor the progress of other participants through the respective scoreboard. Trainees will be then credited with a certification upon successful completion of a certification test. Thank you very much for your attention to the demonstration of the Prince framework.